on the Join Now link, and somebody will get back to you with information. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. All right, we're talking about nutritional and non-nutritional strategies for detoxification. This is all in response to the letters that I've been getting about heavy metals and minerals. We spent a good deal of time yesterday talking about the difference between toxic minerals and regular minerals and radioactive minerals. And if you missed that program, you may want to check out the archive page at brightsideben.com. There's lots of nutritional and non-nutritional strategies if you are concerned about heavy metal poisoning or if you're concerned about radioactivity and toxicity. We talked about seaweed. We've been talking about zeolite today. Zeolite is kind of like clay and kind of like activated charcoal in the sense that it's made up of lots of tiny little pores. An active or toxic material can sit in those little tiny pores, and then zeolite can accelerate the removal of that toxin out of the body. Zeolite is not just good for toxins, it can also adsorb actually bad odors and formaldehyde. It is insoluble in your digested juices and bile, so after it's done its work of attracting toxins, it passes right through the body, and this makes zeolite completely non-toxic and safe in pretty much any dose. There's lots of different chemical structures in the zeolite family. The most common one that you're going to hear about, the most well-researched one, is something called clinoptilolite, and that's spelled CLINOPTILOLITE, clinoptilolite. One of the neatest things about zeolites is their ability to trap heat, and I actually use zeolite in skincare formulations where it acts as a great heat-releasing substance. The same cages that trap molecules can also trap heat, and if you make a skincare product without water and you put zeolite in there, as soon as somebody adds water to whatever you're making, boom, you get this quick burst of heat. If you've ever heard of Biore cleaning strips, they advertise themselves as being deep cleaning, but it's not really a deep cleaning strip. But when you put your Biore product on, I think it's the strips. I'm not sure if it's the strips or some other kind of Biore topical preparation. But in any case, when you put your Biore on and then you add water, you get this zap of heat. And basically what you're getting is a zeolite reaction. If you look at the ingredients, you'll see zeolite right on the ingredient deck. The zeolite comes in tablets, it comes in liquids. Make sure you're drinking lots of fluids with your zeolite, but other than that, there is pretty much nothing you have to concern yourself with in the way of side effects or untoward effects. There's lots more non-nutritional strategies for detox. You can use apple pectin, which ties up heavy metals and speeds up elimination. You can use sodium alginate, which is an extract that comes from algae, which we talked about yesterday. Algae being a kind of seaweed-like substance that grows in the ocean. Sodium alginate can speed up the elimination and prevent the uptake of heavy metals and other toxins. There's lots of non-nutritional strategies, but I want to move on and start talking about nutritional strategies for detoxification. I think what sometimes gets missed in this hysteria about heavy metals and radiation and pollution and toxicity, I think what sometimes we forget about is the fact that the human body comes complete with an unbelievably effective detoxification system. This detoxification system is primarily based in the liver, but really it exists in every one of the 100 trillion cells of your body. Every one of the 100 trillion cells in your body comes equipped with its own detoxification system. Your detoxification system is like your body's janitorial service. It mops up toxins so they can't mess up a cell's machinery. And the detox system is composed of two compartments. They're called two phases. Phase 1 detoxification and Phase 2 detoxification. And we really didn't know too much about this internal detoxification system until the 1970s or so, when they started to do a lot of research on cells and on cell chemistry. Once toxins get into the body, once they get into cells, really, biochemical reactions are initiated that begin to transform that poison, to begin to transform that toxin into a form that is less injurious, less deadly to a cell. The beginning process, the first compartment, the first phase, if you will, called Phase 1 detoxification, is designed to remove the immediate threat the immediate threat posed by toxins. That's called phase 1 detoxification. Sometimes all you need is phase 1 detoxification, but the real role of phase 1 detoxification is to prepare a poison for its final processing in phase 2 detoxification. Phase 1 works by changing the electronics, the electrical nature of a poison. And as I said, sometimes that's all the detox a substance needs. Changing the electrical nature of this substance makes the substance more water soluble. Most toxins are toxic because they're fat soluble. Water soluble toxins are not as critical in the body because you can just urinate them out. They don't sit in tissues. On the other hand, the real problem with toxicity is fat solubility. If you want to review this whole distinction between water soluble and fat soluble, we spent a couple of days last week talking about that. You may want to check out the archive page at brightsideben.com. Poisons and toxins tend to sit in the fatty compartment of the body, and phase 1 detoxification works by changing the electrical nature of a poison and making it more water soluble, making it easier for the body to excrete it. One of the most important of the detoxifying substances, of the phase 1 detoxifying substances, is a enzyme system, really a family of enzymes, about 60 or so enzymes, called cytochrome P450. I love that name, cytochrome P450. Cyto means cell, chrome means color, and the name cytochrome refers to a colored cell, and that has to do with the fact that these cells under an electron microscope have a certain tint to them. Cytochrome P450 is the name of the family of substances, and what you want to remember about this phase 1 detoxifying substance is that many pharmaceutical drugs will overload the phase 1 system. Cytochrome P450 is involved in detoxifying all substances, and drugs are included. In other words, the drugs we're taking have to be processed by phase 1 detoxification in exactly the same fashion as any poison. And that's why I say drugs are poisons. I'm not being metaphorical. I'm not being allegorical. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not exaggerating when I say drugs are poisons. They're literally transformed. They're literally processed by the body's poison control center. If you're on a lot of prescription drugs, if you're one of those folks that's taking 4 or 5 or 10 or even 20 prescription drugs, you are running a serious risk of overloading your phase 1 detoxification system. And even though the body's going to upregulate to a certain extent, it's going to increase its phase 1 detoxifying enzymes, it's going to make more cytochrome P450, it's probably not the best idea to overload your detoxification machinery, to give your detox machinery any more work than is absolutely necessary. If you need a drug, use it. But if you're taking a drug on a chronic basis instead of figuring out why you have inflammation or insulin issues or digestive issues or whatever, you are not doing your body any favors, and you're running a much higher risk for being toxic from other substances further on down the road. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back with your phone calls at 866-582-9933 right after this. Don't go away.
My Magic Mud is a tooth whitening powder that removes plaque and detoxifies your mouth. It's safe for your enamel, giving you a beautiful polish and a dentist-like clean after every use. My Magic Mud is also the perfect remedy for pain caused by sensitivity. It strengthens your teeth and gums for a strong, healthy smile. The ingredients are 100% natural, and it's safe for children. Simply brush with My Magic Mud right before bedtime for a cleaning you can count on. Visit mymagicmud.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right, that's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the fields is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from ProFlowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to ProFlowers.com, click the blue microphone in the top right corner, and enter code PLOW. That's ProFlowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 square meals you'll need in an emergency. So the Freeze Dry Guys 3 square meal unit sale is just the ticket. A variety pack of tasty, nourishing breakfast, lunch, and dinner on sale now. Breakfast is Freeze Dry Guys' favorite. Hot oatmeal and sweet dehydrated bananas. Lunch is Mountain House freeze-dried hot macaroni and cheese and crisp green beans. And dinner is Mountain House long grain wild rice pilaf and hearty beef stew, vegetables, and gravy. Call Freeze Dry Guy and ask for details on the 126 serving 3 square meals unit. One case normally $164.37. Sale price at only $138.90. Save over $25. Get 2 or 3 cases and save even more. Or ask about Freeze Dry Guys Fall Chili Special. Always free shipping to the lower 48 states. Call 866-404-3663 or click freezedryguy.com. And hurry, the Fall Chili Special and 3 square meals unit are on sale while supplies last. From the Freeze Dry Guy, the finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available for long-term storage, period.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
You're listening to GCN, proudly sponsored by UnseenNow.com. Lock down your digital life at UnseenNow.com. This is GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. You guys hear about the SLICE Act, the School Lunch Improvement for Children's Education. Apparently, pizza, according to Congress anyway, is not a vegetable. And now, according to the SLICE Act, the School Lunch Improvements for Children's Education Act, your children can be guaranteed real vegetables and not tomato paste as a vegetable in school. I'm glad Congress is doing something, I guess. All right, our number is 866-582-9933, 866-582-9933. There's so much more I want to talk about here with nutrients for the detoxification system. I want to tell you about the cheapest, easiest way to detox, a nutritional supplement for detox. This stuff is ridiculously cheap, and for some reason or another, we just don't appreciate how powerful this substance is. Even though we all know about it, even though we all heard about it, we don't appreciate how powerful it is, not just for detoxification, but for anti-aging, for cardiovascular health, for the immune system, for skin health. You can use this stuff topically, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I wanted to get to it today, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do that because I do want to finish up on phase 2 detoxification and oh gosh, there's so much to talk about. I think we'll continue this discussion on our next program tomorrow, so you're going to want to listen in. Let's go right to our phones. Our number is 866-582-9933. What is up? Mark in Canada.
Hi, Ben.
Greetings.